What's up, cool people? Welcome to Study Stream Saturday. So, gonna be reading through some Bible verse chapters. I guess chapters, not just verses. Um, I'm not totally set on the number of chapters that we'll go through this time as of yet. I'm open to doing more than two, but it's gonna be at least two. I'd rather I'd definitely rather not fall behind further in my weekly schedule of stuff. But I'm okay with getting a little further ahead because, I lost a week being away, visiting my family and whatnot. But anywho, yeah, that I think that's about all there is to say in terms of what's going to happen here. I'm just double checking audio stuff, making sure that's all coming through fine. Sure seems like it. Um, hey, what's up, Al? How's it going? Um, Sorry if I end up being a little distracted at certain moments. There was a text message that just came through that's related to uh stuff at church tomorrow, which might be relevant information for me because you know, I'm going to be helping with running tech stuff. YouTube works better on your phone than Twitch. Okay. I was wondering a little bit if you were watching this from YouTube because of not knowing if I was on Twitch for this stream or what the deal was. But this is also on Twitch. It's both. But I'm assuming you got notifications from both if you have those enabled. Anywho, so yeah, not too much else to explain. I have no clue what game I'm going to play after the Bible study stuff is done. I have multiple possibilities, especially even just like two or three that are games I've played recently that I could just kind of do, completionist type stuff on. Um, of course, there's still the final, story path of Digimon Survive, although I haven't gotten anywhere near the decision point at the end of part 8 of that, so probably not going to do that. And then, of course, there are other games that I could just completely dive into brand new. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, let's not delay the Bible study stuff any further. I will just, to make sure I don't miss too much, I'll pop out the Twitch chat like I did with Kick. Because I have YouTube as like the main site that I run OBS and stuff through for the stream and whatnot. That's already kind of popped out. I'm debating on popping out the activity feed for Twitch just in case I get like a follow or anything like that. But then again, I don't see that kind of stuff on YouTube, so maybe I'll just not have that popped out in order to keep it even for the moment. Anywho, okay, enough rambling. Let's move on over to the Bible study stuff. So Joshua 5 looks fairly short. Joshua 6 is meh. 7 is also meh length. But anyway, we'll see what happens with all that. Like I said, I'm doing at least 2 chapters. Might do more than 2. Probably won't end up being more than 3, though, just because I know how my throat handles this stuff. Of course, I could just, try talking a bit quieter. That's always an option. But that's not as interesting, especially for a stream viewer. Anywho, okay. As usual, I'll get into context stuff once I start recording for the Bible study. Let me get a swig of water here. That bottle's so noisy, but like the other one that I was using earlier today, that's my preferred one. I had all day at work, and yeah, I'd rather let the water in that cool down, because maybe I'm crazy, but I prefer drinking cold water rather than lukewarm or hotter. I don't think I'm actually crazy for thinking that. I just thought I would put that out there. I'm not saying people are weird if they like their water a different temperature, but I am saying I respectfully disagree with those people. Okay, anyway, on to Bible study things now. Here we go. All right. So we're looking at Joshua chapter 5 right now. Context basically is that the Israelites have now crossed the Jordan River, have kind of more officially entered the Promised Land, but they still have a lot of spreading, settling, and honestly conquering to do before it's really, theirs. And that's probably going to start soon, within the next couple of chapters, I'd imagine. But yeah. So with that out of the way, keeping all that information in mind, I suppose we can start reading this chapter. So, Joshua chapter 5. When all the Amorite kings west of the Jordan and all the Canaanite kings who lived along the Mediterranean coast heard how the Lord had dried up the Jordan River so the people of Israel could cross, they lost heart and were paralyzed with fear because of them. As if what we heard from the spies that went into Jericho wasn't already indicating that. Because, they had heard from Rahab that the people of Jericho were scared of the Israelites because of what God had already done for them. Bringing them across the Red Sea, helping them conquer and defeat a couple of kings east of the Jordan River. So, yeah, either the fear is increasing, and or it's further spreading throughout the other kingdoms of Canaan / the Promised Land. Footnote there. Hebrew says along the sea, referring to the Mediterranean Sea, although it might not have been called the Mediterranean Sea then, but in any case, the original Hebrew says along the sea, which still has the same meaning, because it's not like along the sea would mean smack dab in the middle of it. So, same thing basically. Okay. Verse 2. At that time, the Lord told Joshua, "Make flint knives and circumcise this second generation of Israelites." So Joshua made flint knives and circumcised the entire male population of Israel at Gibeath Haraloth. Not sure the pronunciation there. I'm finding this command odd, because you would think they would already have been circumcised. That's part of, like, the whole being descended from Abraham covenant thing that was supposed to be passed on from all the generations after him. But, with the previous generation's rebelliousness and other things like that, I suppose it's not completely out of the question that they also forsook their assumed responsibilities in that regard. But yeah, heck of a time to do that. You would think they would have wanted to do that before crossing the Jordan River? Wouldn't that have also been part of, like, kind of purifying themselves? I don't know. The order of events here doesn't make a ton of sense to me, but whatever. I'm not God, so I refrain from passing judgment on the circumstances. Footnote. Or circumcise the Israelites a second time. Okay, that could mean something a little bit different, but, like, you wouldn't circumcise somebody twice. That's kind of impossible. Like, you don't just grow stuff back like that. At least not to my knowledge. Anyway, let's not dig into that too much. Footnote C says Gibeath Haraloth means hill of foreskins. Well, yeah, makes sense. The very literal meanings of things. Yeah. The Israelites, ancient Israelites especially, and their naming conventions. Super literal. Also, hello Jacob on Twitch. I believe I saw you in the chat back on Thursday. So if that's the case, welcome back. If not, welcome for the first time, maybe. But yeah, what I was questioning in this section that seemed like it should have been impossible, yes, that would indeed sound like witchcraft. But I don't think that's what was happening. This makes more sense of it referring to the second generation being circumcised, not the same people being circumcised a second time. That would make no sense. Anyway, okay, I've done a lot of talking for only 2 verses thus far. Now let me continue on to verse 4. Joshua had to circumcise them because all the men who were old enough to fight in battle when they left Egypt had died in the wilderness. Those who left Egypt had all been circumcised, but none of those born after the Exodus during the years in the wilderness had been circumcised. Makes sense of the previous stuff. The Israelites had traveled in the wilderness for 40 years until all the men who were old enough to fight in battle when they left Egypt had died. For they had disobeyed the Lord, and the Lord vowed he would not let them enter the land he had sworn to give us, a land flowing with milk and honey. Okay, the change in tense there is a little odd, but whatever. Or not tense, but like going from first person, from like third person to first person there is a little odd. But anyway. So Joshua circumcised their sons, those who had grown up to take their father's places, for they had not been circumcised on the way to the promised land. After all the males had been circumcised, they rested in the camp until they were healed. Okay. So at least they, crossed the Jordan River, did this, and then rested before going and fighting anybody. But yeah, that okay, that at least makes it a little less like, why would you do it in this order? But also, like I said before, this generation of Israelites not being circumcised before, it means that, yeah, that is probably just the more obvious answer for what was happening here in verse 2. Not that anyone was being circumcised a second time, because that's kind of impossible. And yes, Jacob, Exodus stuff was scary. That was kind of the point. Not necessarily to be scary, but to, like, fight off, or that basically to convince Pharaoh to let the people go. Owl over on YouTube saying, actually, it would have been swim snip fight, not snip swim fight. The swimming would have been super painful, I'd imagine, if that happened after the circumcision, especially if they had not healed then. Yes, I have seen Prince of Egypt, Jacob. Yeah, it's. I agree. It's scary stuff. I mean, but like I said, the point of it was to display God's power and convince Pharaoh to let the Jewish people go, aka the Israelites. Anyway, no other thoughts on that particular section, really. That just seems to add some clarification to some of the confusion I had about verse 2. Which makes all the more sense why this particular version has it translated more like that phrase instead of the phrase that's in the footnote. Footnotes are still appreciated, though, so you get a better idea of how it might have originally been worded, or like if you're looking for a more accurate word for word kind of translation from the Hebrew. Anyway, verse 9. Then the Lord said to Joshua, "Today I have rolled away the shame of your slavery in Egypt." So that place has been called Gilgal to this day. Same place that was called Gibeath Haraloth, or maybe slightly off, like in a slightly different location from there. Gilgal sounds like the Hebrew word galal, meaning to roll. Rolled away the shame. Gotcha. Again, literal naming. Verse 10. While the Israelites were camped at Gilgal on the plains of Jericho, they celebrated Passover on the evening of the 14th day of the first month. The very next day they began to eat unleavened bread and roasted grain harvested from the land. No manna appeared on the day they first ate from the crops of the land, and it was never seen again. So from that time on, the Israelites ate from the crops of Canaan. So, yeah, the manna was basically the food that God was providing them all throughout their time in the wilderness. It was described as sort of like flakes that would have been almost left behind from the dew or something to that effect. But yeah, so very, very light, flaky kind of stuff, the manna was. But now that they've crossed over into Canaan and have other crops from there to harvest and eat and whatnot, there is not so much of a need for the manna. So then, like it said, from that time on, well, they ate from those crops and also did not see the manna ever again. But there was still supposed to be some kept in like a dish or something in the Ark of the Covenant, if I'm remembering right. Um, yeah, I don't know exactly how far off it would have been from like a cereal kind of thing there, Jacob, but that's the closest thing I could think of. Like, imagine Frosted Flakes, but maybe even thinner than that. And probably, not all sugary and stuff. Footnote in reference to the 14th day of the first month. This day in the ancient Hebrew lunar calendar occurred in late March, April, or early May. Lunar calendar worked different than our modern calendars. So yeah, anyway. So they camped at Gilgal just, after crossing the Jordan River, and they celebrated Passover. Again, kind of interesting timing, because you would think they'd want to, be pretty much ready to fight right away after crossing the Jordan River. That's kind of what they crossed over there to do, is to conquer the promised land. But nope, God's having them slow down, make sure that they're ready, and that their hearts are set on following God, I guess, at least to some extent, before they then go and do all this fighting. Okay. Few verses left. I think I might just read this entire last section here. Does that continue on into the next chapter? No, it does not. Okay. All right. Verse 13. When Joshua was When Joshua was near the town of Jericho, he looked up and saw a man standing in front of him with sword in hand. Joshua went up to him and demanded, "Are you friend or foe?" "Neither one," he replied. "I am the commander of the Lord's army." At this, Joshua fell with his face to the ground in reverence. "I am at your command," Joshua said. "What do you want your servant to do?" The commander of the Lord's army replied, "Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy." And Joshua did what he was told, or as he was told. Okay, so that whole taking off the sandals definitely gives flashbacks to the scene with Moses in the burning bush. God told him to remove his sandals because it was holy ground. And sorry, kind of working back a little bit from there. It's interesting that the commander of the Lord's army says he's not on a particular side, so to speak, in this matter. You would think, being the commander of the Lord's army, and this being, the Lord's people, the Israelites, that it would say that he, is at least somewhat of a friend. But at least not, it's not said very directly, even if it's kind of implied based on, whoever this was commanding the Lord's army. But seemingly at the mention of the Lord's name, Joshua, pays respects as he would any assumed representative of the Lord, because you don't worship a god and, just completely brush off representatives. as if they're nothing. So, yeah, that it's an interesting little interaction there. But I don't know. Okay, taking a moment to possibly read a little too much, air quote, into the start of verse 14 here. This guy is saying that he's neither friend nor foe. That almost makes me think it's, that it was kind of contingent upon Joshua and the Israelites and how they acted. Because, if they start disobeying the Lord, you'd assume the commander of the Lord's army is not going to be on their side then. So that's just my thought. Again, might be reading a little too much into that, but it's not necessarily out of the question, especially given previous instances of God expressing a desire to basically eliminate all the Israelites because of their disobedience. Anyway, I digress. So that does it for Joshua chapter 5, I guess. And that's just chapter 1 of at least 2 for the live stream, so feel free to continue viewing. This next chapter is a bit longer. I'm going to have to try and talk a bit less. And or maybe a bit quieter. Spider-Man friend or foe. Not totally sure what you mean by that there, Jacob. Is there a reference I'm missing? Also, Owl, I wanted to hold off on commenting on your Chop Shop comment, because wasn't sure I wanted that in the recorded video for that Bible study. But yeah. There's a Spider-Man game that is friend or is that the title of the game, friend or foe, or is that just like a reference within one of the games? I don't know. There's too many things for me to try and keep up with them all. As much as I would love to, especially with video games and whatnot, I don't have the time to do that, especially because this is not a full-time thing for me. At least not yet. Feel free to, spread the word, and then it might be. Okay. Yeah. I guess we'll get into chapter 6 then. Here we go. Starting to record. All right. Time to read through and study Joshua chapter 6. So, the Israelites crossed the Jordan River. The younger generation, which was basically all the men, were then circumcised because they hadn't been previously, possibly because of the rebelliousness of their fathers. And then took some time to heal from that, had a Passover feast in the land of Canaan, using the crops from the land of Canaan, so they didn't have to rely on the manna from God for their food anymore. And then there was a interesting little interaction with a self-described commander of the Lord's army, who said he was neither for nor against the Israelites, but Joshua, wanting to pay respect as a representative of the Lord, the God he worships, bowed down and essentially, gave him that level of respect and said that he would do whatever this commander wanted. And I forget what the last little bit of it, but of that was. Oh, that's right. He was, yeah. The commander said, "Take off your sandals, for you're standing on holy ground." Reminiscent of Moses in the burning bush. Anyway, okay. And that last bit happened, I think, as they were getting close to Jericho. So now that they're right near Jericho, we read what happens in chapter 6 here. So here we go. Now the gates of Jericho were tightly shut because the people were afraid of the Israelites. No one was allowed to go out or in. I almost said in or out, but that's normally you would read it in or out, not the way that it's phrased here, but whatever. Details. But the Lord said to Joshua, "I have given you Jericho, its king, and all its strong warriors. You and your fighting men should march around the town once a day for 6 days. 7 priests will walk ahead of the ark, each carrying a ram's horn. On the 7th day, you are to march around the town 7 times, with the priests blowing the horns. When you hear the priests give one long blast on the ram's horns, have all the people shout as loud as they can. Then the walls of the town will collapse, and the people can charge straight into the town." So, as we read before, people of Jericho were afraid of the Israelites, so they just closed up shop, said, "Nope, nobody's getting in or out. We're not taking any chances with this. We're going to try whatever we can to keep ourselves safe from these people who have already conquered other kings and, been the beneficiaries, I guess, is more accurate. Been the beneficiaries of these, miraculous things that happened before. So, since everything was closed up in Jericho, God tells the people to march around the city a bunch of times. 13 in total, when you think about it. And then they'll blow horns and shout, and the walls will tumble down, and then they'll be able to charge into the city and conquer it then, basically. No, Jacob, I do not know what Tortoise is. I don't even know how to pronounce that. So the answer is no, I don't know what that is. Maybe we could follow up on that in a little bit. Don't have any other thoughts on that section of verses, so let's keep reading. Verse 6. So Joshua called together the priests and said, "Take up the ark of the Lord's covenant, and assign 7 priests to walk in front of it, each carrying a ram's horn." Then he gave orders to the people, "March around the town, and the armed men will lead the way in front of the ark of the Lord." So I guess it would have been like the armies of Israel in front, then the priests with the Ark of the Covenant, then everybody else behind. At least that's what I'm implying based on the wording there. Otherwise, just following God's instructions. Okay, verse 8. After Joshua spoke to the people, the 7 priests with the ram's horns started marching in the presence of the Lord, blowing the horns as they marched. And the ark of the Lord's covenant followed behind them. Some of the armed men marched in front of the priests with the horns, and some behind the ark, with the priests continually blowing the horns. "Do not shout, do not even talk," Joshua commanded. "Not a single word from any of you until I tell you to shout. Then shout." So the ark of the Lord was carried around the town once that day, and then everyone returned to spend the night in the camp. God didn't technically say that the people couldn't say anything as this all was going on. That might have been added by Joshua, but there's nothing saying that that exactly hurt the situation either. So, and there was also some clarification on the order of the people marching around. But anyway. Okay, pausing real quick for chat stuff. No, I there's a few other Christian streamers that I'm familiar with. That is not one of them. Honestly, I mean, I wouldn't. I would never assume really that I've made connections with like all the other Christian streamers out there. So this other Christian streamer did a Jericho march today. I'm curious where and how and if there was a particular why behind it. But interesting thing. Anyway. So, all right, well, I am still also looking to maybe, increase my connections. So that might be somebody to look up after I'm done here. Maybe see about following and connecting with probably some other day. I'm not going to have a whole lot of time probably after I wrap up the stream to just, continue further networking developments and whatnot. Mostly because I will probably be just absolutely drained at that point and will want to just take it easy. Anywho, enough rambling on about that situation. Just thought I'd reply to your comment there, Jacob. Alrighty. Moving on to verse 12. I'm pretty sure that's where we're at. Joshua got up early the next morning, and the priests again carried the ark of the Lord. The 7 priests with the ram's horns marched in front of the ark of the Lord, blowing their horns. Again, the armed men marched both in front of the priests with the horns and behind the ark of the Lord. All this time, the priests were blowing their horns. On the second day, they again marched around the town once and returned to the camp. They followed this pattern for 6 days. I'm glad that sentence is in there and it's not just giving us the same thing every single day for the first 6 days. Like, if it happened exactly the same, I don't think we necessarily need to read that it all happened exactly the same. Although, that has happened in the Bible previously, or stuff like that. So, wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility, but I'm glad it didn't do that. So, more of the same stuff on day 2. Sorry, looking at Jacob's comments again. It's basically him walking around in circles in his bedroom. Because he... Okay. Was the Jericho March a planned thing and he just did it like that because he was tired? I don't... Hopefully he didn't, wear any holes into the floor by all the walking. Anyway. Actually, okay, side note. I kind of jokingly, well, somewhat jokingly, but also like somewhat seriously made reference to the whole walking around Jericho thing at one point. Where I work, they were doing some renovations and stuff, and there were some things that were blocked off by like, a kind of makeshift plywood wall or something like that. And after, a couple of weeks or even longer of that being up, some of my coworkers around me got a little tired of that being in the way. Were wishing that would be gone, and I kind of said, well, hey, maybe we should, walk around it 7 times and shout really loud. So yeah, that was my. We didn't ever actually end up doing that, but I saw it as an opportunity to like slip in a Bible reference, even among some non-Christians that I worked with. So I can't help it. It comes through sometimes. Half of my brain is references, I think. Anyway, all right. Enough tangents on that kind of stuff. Okay. Verse 15. On the 7th day, the Israelites got up at dawn and marched around the town as they had done before. But this time they went around the town 7 times. 7th time around, as the priests sounded the long blast on their horns, Joshua commanded the people, "Shout, for the Lord has given you the town. Jericho and everything in it must be completely destroyed as an offering to the Lord. Only Rahab the prostitute and the others in her house will be spared, for she protected our spies." So, flashing back to Rahab and, her helping the spies out earlier when they were just scouting things out. That's where we got the revelation that the people of Jericho were afraid of the Israelites in the first place. And I do wonder if the people were really not saying a word the whole week of walking around, probably would have made them that much more antsy, and enthusiastic about the shouting when that came around. So maybe Joshua was being a bit of a, smart thinker there, telling everybody to be quiet, even though the Lord didn't directly say they had to do that. Footnote there, destroyed, is probably going to say something we've seen before, but for those of you who haven't seen it in previous streams of mine, the Hebrew term used here refers to the complete consecration of things or people to the Lord, either by destroying them or by giving them as an offering. So, while it could be, yes, actually physically just destroyed, dead, gone, broken into pieces, whatever the thing in question might happen to be, it might not necessarily have meant everything actually wound up being completely destroyed and just a giant pile of rubble or whatever. Okay. On to verse 18. Joshua still speaking here, presumably. "Do not take any of the things set apart for destruction, or you yourselves will be completely destroyed, and you will bring trouble on the camp of Israel. Everything made from silver, gold, bronze, or iron is sacred to the Lord and must be brought into his treasury." Okay, so maybe that's where some of the things it's talking about, the consecration of them, like having those things given as an offering instead of those things being destroyed. Partially because those would be kind of hard to destroy outright. Like stone, yeah, maybe. Especially, using metal tools and whatnot. But other metals, not so hard to break down and destroy. And those were probably just going to be then like melted down and then shaped into other tools or whatever for some, some purpose relative to it, worshiping God, maybe, or I don't know, something to that effect. Anyway, but aside from all those medals and stuff, everything else was supposed to be destroyed. But it's the same word as up here, so maybe, I don't know. Details. Okay, verse 20. When the people heard the sound of the ram's horns, they shouted as loud as they could. Suddenly, the walls of Jericho collapsed, and the Israelites charged. I almost said changed. The Israelites charged straight into the town and captured it. They completely destroyed everything in it with their swords, men and women, young and old, cattle, sheep, goats, and donkeys. Meanwhile, Joshua said to the 2 spies, "Keep your promise. Go to the prostitute's house and bring her out along with her family." Okay, so loud shout, walls come down, they charge in, and completely take over the town. Jacob saying maybe some Tinkerbells in relation to, the medals that were set aside. Who knows? They could have been made into bells for all I know. Maybe it'll say that sometime later. But for now, I don't know if there's really much point in speculating on what those got turned into. Okay, so spies are supposed to go basically rescue Rahab and her family. Sorry. I did do a full work shift before this. But yeah, pardon the yawning. Okay, verse 23. The men who had been spies went in and brought out Rahab, her father, mother, brothers, and all the other relatives who were with her. They moved her whole family to a safe place near the camp of Israel. Then the Israelites burned the town and everything in it. Only the things made from from silver, gold, bronze, or iron were kept for the treasury of the Lord's house. So Joshua spared Rahab the prostitute and her relatives who were with her in the house, because she had hidden the spies Joshua sent to Jericho. And she lives among the Israelites to this day. Not to the current modern day, obviously, but to the day in which this would have been written. Which means this had to have been written not terribly long after all these things happened. Maybe a little while after, but shortly enough afterwards that Rahab was still alive. So yeah. Israelites burned the town and everything in it. Yeah, that's not necessarily going to destroy all the metals that were discussed. So, again, I say, maybe that was a reason why those things were kept and just put in the treasury in this case. Probably for later use. Okay. Verse 26, let's wrap this thing up. After I finish yawning again. Once it starts, it just... Anyway, tiredness. Okay, verse 26. At that time, Joshua invoked this curse. May the curse of the Lord fall on anyone who tries to rebuild the town of Jericho. At the cost of his firstborn son, he will lay its foundation. At the cost of his youngest son, he will set up its gates. So the Lord was with Joshua, and his reputation spread throughout the land. Joshua being, the leader of the people, his reputation probably spreading because of what happened, these events spreading to the, surrounding area. And Joshua basically says, cursed be anyone who tries to remake this town, because we've destroyed it. It's not meant, like, God doesn't want it here, so it's almost more, well, not more, but it's as much like a warning as it is a curse, because if they went and did that and rebuilt Jericho, God didn't want that town to exist. So, like, people going against God's wishes tends to not result in good things. But anyway, okay, that does it for Joshua 6. Okay, recording done. So, Jacob, I guess you're a bit of a sympathetic yawner. I thought I remembered hearing at some point that, like, if you're more inclined to yawn because of other people around you yawning, that, like, that might possibly mean that you're more empathetic or something like that. Which, I don't know how much truth there is to that, but it would maybe kind of make sense. We still don't really know scientifically what the primary purpose of yawning is, other than it is supposed to be something, at least individually, that, like, helps keep you awake. So, or at least helps signal to your body to stay awake. Anywho, throat is not exactly feeling the best, so I'm thinking I will probably leave it off at 2 chapters for this week. Maybe eventually I'll, do a stream with more than that. That'll probably come after I do, like, an extended gaming stream on a Thursday where I record a bunch of stuff and get, like, further ahead in that than my Bible study recordings. That always seems to be how it shakes down. Anywho, so I will need a little bit of time to transition my setup over, because my TV with Xbox that I'm going to be playing the games on is over that direction. So, yeah. Got to do a little maneuvering of things. Oh, man. Seriously. Maybe then I'll focus in on the game and stop yawning so much. I don't know. I'm still not 100% decided on what I want to play. I'm leaning towards just doing extra stuff in Sonic Frontiers. Because I heard there was another update or something for that a little while ago. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Give me a sec to shift the setup, and then I will be right back with you. So hang on tight. Oh yeah, meanwhile, let me find some music for y'all. Ooh, sorry, hang on. Because there was some recent music that I downloaded, or there was some music that I downloaded recently from, like, the YouTube audio library to put into the video edits to be released for my Grow Up game playthrough. So maybe since that's new, I'll play that music in the, like, intermission time or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, just thought I'd put that out there. It seemed like a rather needlessly extended ending of that song. But anyway. Okay. Also realizing I might want to kind of rearrange some stuff on my computer screens. And yes, I do mean screens plural. Basically moving chat windows over closer to where I will be looking already for, video game stuff. So, possible things to do right now would include going completionist on Grow Up, which would pretty much just mean doing the challenges and collecting crystals and stuff. Not really inclined so much to do Digimon Survive, because, like I said, I'm not at the point of the branching story path yet. Could play Earth Defense Force and just see what I might be able to get out of other difficulty levels that I didn't play through previously. Or there was what I'm leaning towards and getting into Sonic Frontiers, which I haven't played in a little while. Any thoughts before I officially make my decision? By the way, this game, Earthlock, I do plan on eventually getting into on this channel and or my collab channel that I'm part of. So that'll probably come eventually. I just saw that was available for download, and yeah. Why do I have Slayaway? Because it was free. It's not even really that bad, all things considered. I mean, it's very bloody, I guess, but otherwise, eh? Just the graphics don't really make the violence in the game seem all that I can't think of any other word besides graphic, even though I was just using the word graphics in there. Anyway, Owl says, got a new game today for Switch, Red Dead Redemption. Yeah. Oh, I had already played it on the PS3. I honestly still have yet to play that myself. Maybe if they would have made it available for free. But I don't know. I mean, I've generally heard good things about the game. I'm just not sure, depending on how much it opens up and how quickly it opens up, that would be my preferred style. All right, well, if there are no other thoughts on the game of the day, then I think I'll go ahead and just get into Sonic Frontiers here. Check out potentially new stuff from an update that I thought I had heard about since the last update that I played. Oh yeah, suppose that means I can change the topic over in Twitch here. Sonic Frontiers. Boom. Done. Oh, another story added. The entrance to another story has appeared somewhere on Oranos Island. Huh. Interesting. The autosave is later than the save file, so sure. Well, that gives me something to look into. This other story bit. I'm hoping that's not just DLC. That'll be really disappointing if that's reliant on DLC. Entrance to another story has appeared somewhere on around the site. Yes, thank you. I already knew that. Oh, look at that. I'm on Oranos Island. Right. Otherwise, I was gonna just like go completionist on a bunch of this stuff. What is that? That looks like a new marking. Can I see? Okay, it's not. Ring Gate. Oh, that's gotta be it. That has to be the new thing, right? Okay, I'm placing a marker there. Oh, jeez. Do I even, like, remember the controls for various things? I know that's the Psyloop. Okay. Right triggers dash. Just like the regular dash. What is this? Spring. Okay, I haven't forgotten, you know, pressing X for the dashing stuff. This is pretty much the closest equivalent to Mario Odyssey, yes. Why is it showing a marker down there? Even though I... Oh, because it's talking about getting the Chaos Emerald. That's why. And honestly, despite the, you know, initial skepticism of the idea of open world Sonic, it actually kind of pulls it off pretty well. Okay, real quick. Infinite boost. Because I can. I'm totally glad that that's a feature and not like some bug that they thought necessary to like patch out of the game at a later time. I have a lot more rings that I could potentially get to get to my maximum. Oh, that's gonna be one of those like score attack things, isn't it? And how am I supposed to get across again? I might be able to just walk all the way there. Or run, more accurately. What's with all... I don't remember all these platforms being here before. Also, maybe all the, like, celebratory birthday looking stuff is a bit much. Although I don't know if that's something I can toggle off from these options. I think that's like a main menu only option. Action chain challenge retry. Maintain boost during a jump. Huh. That seems like a new option. Also, music thing. A couple of rings. And I guess this is the gate thing in question that I assume is related to another story. Pass through the ring gate to start another story. It is recommended to clear the main story of the current save before starting another story, as the progress on the main story will be halted. Return to the main story by loading its save. You know what? Sure. Let's see what this other story might be about. Also, I'm realizing stream output is a little bit further behind than I thought it would be. Well, maybe that's because I'm dropping frames here and there in the stream. Or maybe it's only further behind as I'm viewing it through Twitch and YouTube and their, like, stream manager things. Suppose I can get rid of the webcam while there's cutscene stuff going on. Though I don't know if there's too much that's going to happen here. Eggman.
Before you embark, there is one other scenario to consider.
All right. I'm listening.
Moments ago, your friends sacrificed their corporeal forms to suppress your cyber corruption and return you to this dimensional plane.
They were so close to being free again, and they gave it all up for me. I don't care how many islands or titans it takes, I'm getting them back this time.
Please, no tedious speeches about the superpower of teamwork.
Of my millions of calculations, there was one so remote and unlikely I did not consider it. However, as things stand, it could be the one to save us all.
Well, I'm all about beating the odds. What's the plan?
I can reverse your friends' efforts and restore them. They would then seek out the Chaos Emeralds for us. I can stabilize your cyber corruption for a brief time, and then I would guide you on how to convert that corruption into power so that you may end this conflict and save Father.
And save the world, too, right?
It is his to conquer, so yes.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I like that plan. Let's do it to it.
Be forewarned, the trials you face will be grueling, and we will have precious little time.
Please, I live for time trials. Let's go already.
So wait, does this mean I'm gonna get to play as the other characters? That would be nice. I'd like that. Oh. Maybe I don't need the webcam to be back yet.
I just tried to save you. I'm not doing it again.
Sonic? What's going on?
I know it's been rough, and that things are confusing, but I need you guys to just follow my lead. I need you three to find the Chaos Emeralds, while I take care of something else.
All right. We trust you. You can count on us.
Piece of cake.
Get on with it already! It's coming.
It? What is it? I assume we'll see eventually. Amy?
All right. Time to find some
Search for a
emeralds.
Chaos Emerald vault.
The Chaos Emeralds always wound up in the Ancients' vaults. Let's look there.
Jeez, Lou.
Emeralds and vaults? What will they think of next? Don't rush me.
Okay. What? Jeez. She's like... She seems so much more floaty than I remember Sonic being. No? I would have expected there to be a bit more than that, but whatever. At least she still has a dash, and, you know... Oh, jeez, this is so awkward trying to... Why am I having so much trouble even with just that one thing? I get a feeling I'm not doing that right either. So this is just like a whole new map that, yep. Brand new map, nothing unlocked. Great. So what's up with all this other stuff around here? Yeah, does this mean she would also have a side... No, I'm not seeing a side loop option for her. Nor do I have the ring dash thing. Oh, good grief. This is... This is so much more limiting. Oh, do I have to do it in a certain order, too? That's... Ugh. Okay, so how exactly am I supposed to complete this? I don't really see what I'm supposed to do there. You know what? I might try just moving on. I would assume this means I eventually get to play as Tails. I had also heard people talking about playing as Knuckles, so... Oh, good grief, she has like a... Okay. So Amy has like a floating jump thing as well. I feel like they took inspiration from Peach with that, to be honest. Psyloop is not a thing. I can't do that. Maybe she'll eventually unlock the Psyloop, and I should just head for this vault thing first. She also doesn't currently seem to have any sort of attack.
Wait, it's
Search
not
for a
here.
different Chaos Emerald
Why
vault.
isn't it here?
The vault I found was empty. I'll try another. You should too.
What good are these vaults if they don't do their job? I'll find them. It's just a matter of time.
What is this? I am confused on so many levels. There doesn't seem to be any explanation right now as to what to do and, like, or more accurately, how to do different, like, attacks and movements and things. Alright, do I need to go around this way? Or this doesn't seem right. Maybe I need to try to go up and over this instead. Okay, the indicator is down there. Alright, what's this? Can I give this a try? Hey, I actually got that one. Barely, but I got it. Cool, I revealed very little of the map. Alright, is there any way that I can go down from here? Because the, like, the waypoint or whatever seems to be pointed that way. Oh, hello. Hello, Coco. Does that count as me collecting them? I sure hope so. Okay. Yes, it does. Okay. I see it off to the left side. That does indeed count. But I do not seem to be in a position where I can actually get to the next thing. Oh, yeah. Maybe if I go, you know, through here. Eh? Okay, maybe she can't do, you know, the wall runs and stuff like that, like Sonic can. Okay. That was nice, I guess, but... Oh. No. Alright, fine, whatever. What the... Okay. That kind of glitched out a bit.
Maybe I can get some insight with my fortune cards.
Oh, that's what she was using to do the floaty stuff, I guess. Or at least that's what it was showing.
Ooh, all the cards are telling me is that things are obscured and danger approaches. I knew that already. Wait, seek insight from unfamiliar places? Ooh, the Coco! Of course! They should be able to help.
All the vaults are empty. Wait, you have a lead? Tell me what you find.
What if someone beat us to Rouge? Babylon Rogues? They better not have, or I'll bust them up!
The...
Ugh, forget the vaults. I'll find them the old-fashioned way. You search for them.
Oh, geez. Amy might even have, like, a triple jump. So, like, single jump, double jump, triple jump. Yeah. And then she does the floaty stuff. Hello. Okay, so now I'm supposed to find some of these types of Coco. And I assume Amy's only gonna get to talk with or get stuff from the ones that have the pink stuff around them, and then the other characters like Tails will get the yellow ones and Knuckles will get any that would have red or something. Starfall Plus. Defeated enemies will be resurrected, blah blah blah. Coco, red seeds of power and blue seeds of defense will appear in the area as well. Okay, interesting. Well, now I might, you know, since there's possible like attack and defense stuff involved in here, I might want to go around collecting things. You know, while the area is like this. There's a red power thing. More cocoa. Trying to be careful as I'm, you know, close to any edges or anything like that where I could potentially fall off. Also, Amy can level up or, like, get a new ability or something. Kind of what it seems like. Maybe I'll take care of that after all this is done. See, that one's red. I assume that's only relevant to Knuckles, then. See, now I'm just running around all over the place, almost completely aimlessly. The only reason I don't consider it to be aimless is because I am actually going after, you know, these different things from the Starfall. Okay. That's all done. That's just the map. This is what I... Okay. Already have the jumping stuff. She has the homing attack and the boost. Card float. Jump in midair while spinning fortune cards. Hold A to ease back to the ground. Yeah. Alright, so what I could get now... Well, not right now, would be the card spin boost. Deal damage to enemies while boosting. Using that plus B to drift. Huh. Let's see here. Card stomp, press B in mid-air to deal damage to enemies below. Psyloop, that's kind of an important thing. It's really gonna have me do a training thing on the Psyloop. Ta-da. Okay. That costs 15 skill points. Psy Hammer. Generate a shockwave by using the gauge and swinging a hammer onto the ground. This move can also be used in midair. Use this near special signs to make objects and items appear. Huh. So I could do the card stomp or the card attack. Use fortune cards to attack forward. Press X twice to attack twice in a row. That seems kind of important. I'll go for that. Okay, so she can actually fight now. Aside from just the, like, homing attack. Those should be very helpful things. Card spin. Basically adding a third attack to the mix. Hold X to spin for longer. Use it too much and Amy will become dizzy. Okay. Spin dash. Hold B and left trigger, then release B. Oh, I guess that's how I was supposed to be able to do the spin dash with Sonic too. I never did figure that out until now. But that's something I have to unlock later. Multi-lock. Hold X as target cursors appear. Automatically attack multiple targets by releasing X after multiple target cursors appear. But that's just for now. Okay, going back. I would like to save, I think. Ah, okay. Progress for another story content can only be saved to save slots for another story. Please select save slot. So it makes you use an entirely different save slot for this. Interesting. Alrighty. Holy guac. I've got 2,466 cocoa already. Plus that much attack and defense stuff stored up, I think. Got one lookout cocoa. Is that what these all are? Are these all lookout cocoa then? Eggman.
You know, I've noticed that there's no sign of any animals on this island. I would expect some to be around in a place so full of nature. This isn't your doing, is it?
Don't blame me for that. According to the records in cyberspace, all of the native creatures were transported to another island during the battle that led to the extinction of the ancients. With no one to return the creatures, the island's ecosystem suffered major disruption. Only a few small insects survived. The ancients must have been fully committed to the battle to pull off such a large-scale transportation plan.
Interesting. Okay, where to now? Oh, hello. That looks like a portal gear kind of thing. Oh, more defense stuff. Oh, jeez. Right. I don't think running through all these is necessarily going to do anything for me, but I don't know. See, these ones that have to be attacked to be broken, I figure those would get me something. Alright. Well, it's giving me a direction, so I might as well head towards that. Lookout Coco. What exactly is different about a Lookout Coco? Are those supposed to be part of the whole gathering information or whatever idea? I don't know. This looks interesting. Where is this taking me? Over this way. Oh, hey, look at that. Right where I needed to go. Fancy that. Sorry, collecting cocoa real quick. Alrighty. You.
Oh, it was my pleasure. I'm hoping now you can lead me in the right direction. Do you know what happened to the Chaos Emeralds?
이메솜의 소백코에리 하늘 봄즈 리키아나 마타델 메비스 오물 마흐메르나.
Thanks for the insight. We won't let you down.
Search for the Hermit Coco. Okay, so that one was not the Hermit Coco. I guess that one was the, like, Elder Coco or something like that. I done goofed there, didn't I? Sure seems like it. Oh, hey. I didn't fall to my death. Somehow. Yeah, there's kind of lasers there. I was probably supposed to, like, try and maneuver around the lasers. Jeez. This is so weird trying to control things as Amy. Okay, literally this music actually has me thinking of, I want to say Final Fantasy 12? At first I was just going to say a Final Fantasy game in general, but, like, no, more specifically I really want to say 12. And some of the scenes that were in there. No, not 12, 13, duh. Nope, come on now. Okay, now what? There was probably something else up here, and it disappeared because I didn't do all that fast enough. Anyway, I am supposed to seek out the Hermit Coco, who is over in this direction. What is this? Do I need to Psyloop this? No? Another Lookout Coco. Oh, geez. He's way over that way. Nope. Man, that... that was a bad bumper thing, but it does still keep me airborne, so at least there's that. Maybe kind of helps with traversal a bit. There we go. It's like now I'm on something a bit more stable. Cool. Ooh, hey, one of these things. Oh, jeez. And these are, like, changing all the time. No! I don't think I'm gonna complete it this time. Okay, well, let's maybe try it again. Dang it, come on. No. Oh, wait. Ha! I did it. Okay. Slightly more map revealed, I think. Yeah. But this is still basically nothing. I wonder if that's all going to be like a combination of Amy, Tails, and Knuckles revealing all this stuff on the map. Why is this not showing treasure? Or maybe that's just saying that that's a spot where you can just infinitely get rings or something? I don't know. Hello? Yeah, so what did those things do? Maybe I'll find that out once I talk to the Hermit Coco. Yeah, glad I chose this for something. Oh, those probably help with like the ability points or whatever, so I can get more skills. Yeah. So we got the stomp, we got the card spin, or the multi-lock. Infinite card spin. Use it with max rings. Pff. Don't think I'm gonna be able to get that for quite a while. Oh, parrying would be nice. So maybe I should get the stomp next. Wow. I don't assume I will have an active chat, so no need to feel guilty about that there, Owl. After a card stomp, somersault and jump high into the air. Okay. Hold B in midair. Interesting. So yeah, poison parry. Enemies who are parried will have reduced health for a short while. That's new. Anyway. Hello. I'm seeing other, or at least I thought I saw other smaller Coco around. Yeah. Yeah, this looks like a portal thing. Maybe I'll finally be able to unlock that after talking. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff to unlock still, it seems.
Hello. I'm sorry to disturb you, but you may be our last hope. Can you tell me what happened to the Chaos Emeralds? Thanks for the insight. We won't let you down!
She said that exact same thing to the other guy. So what am I doing now? Search for a Chaos Emerald. Okay. Why is the marker way over there? In the middle of the air. What is this? Oh. I need to, like, move stuff around here, don't I? Maybe should have done it the other way. Okay. Then can I move this one? Okay. Getting a little bit of somewhere, I think. Maybe not. Like that. Why is that just like going out into the middle of nowhere? No, not that way. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to move that one too. I don't... Yeah, okay, hang on. Okay, I can't move that one. I can move this one, though. Oh, okay. Nope, that's not it. So then, can I move this one further this way and have it make contact with something? No. It's too far out. Ah. Okay. There we go. Yay. Slightly more map uncovered. How exactly am I supposed to get over there anyway? Probably... Boy, that spring really doesn't stay there for long. Nope. Come on now. No. Why didn't I get multiple jumps there? Nope. Come on. There's got to be a way to get across here, and I'm just not... No idea who that message is coming from. Oh, hello. Well, that helped. Nope. Sorry, hang on. What? Okay. Now I'm up here. Hip. 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 I was supposed to do another homing attack there. Dang it. Really wish you would let me know these things. Or wish you would let me know these things a little sooner. No. Stop doing that. Do I have a proper playlist for the Bible study videos? Had an idea, we'll tell you. I do have a playlist on my YouTube channel for those, yes. Going all the way from the beginning. One chapter at a time. So basically the answer is yes, Al. Oh, wait. Okay. I think I kind of sort of did something I was supposed to there, but not quite. Nope. Ugh, come on. Alright, well, at least I could save myself the, try again screen. Nope. Okay. Whew. Thought I missed that for a second. That's how it was supposed to happen before. Yeah, that makes a little more sense. Aha, there we go. For a second I was going to be like, oh man, I did it again. But that still didn't really get me up to where I was trying to go. But yeah, I will say, Owl, I am thinking regarding the Discord that eventually I will try and get some sort of like some sort of bot or something in there that'll connect with my YouTube and just like automatically post or automatically share any of the videos that I release. Oh yes, hello. Another one of you. And I have another thing I could potentially unlock. Another skill. Let me see what options I have. I've got the multi-lock, card spin, or the parry. Yeah, parry's nice. Anyway. I already know how parrying works, though. Nope, she can't run up those things, though. Maybe that'll be something that Knuckles could do later. Almost at maximum rings. Ooh, hello. Crud, why am I blanking on your name? Maybe it'll tell me here in a sec.
I saw a tower like this on Kronos Island. What did the ancients use it for?
This was an observation tower. Its main function was to send out radio signals to detect the enemy hunting them down from space. Once the enemy's presence was detected, the defense systems on the Starfall Islands were automatically triggered. Do you recall the tower on Rhea Island? This is similar. The tower here on Oranos Island has already been activated. The great threat that destroyed the Ancients is near.
Haha. Microphone was muted for a bit there. Whoopsie. Ow. Alright, they're gone. Spring has appeared. Ah, jeez. No, 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 no. Do not fall. Okay, let's try that again. Here we go. Chaos Emerald. Yeah, it's not that simple, Amy. And now I'm playing as Knuckles. Sure is what it looks like. Amy will be playable later. Feel free to progress through the game and return to Amy later to complete any unfinished tasks.
Technology is hiding the emeralds from us.
So hunt down the tech.
Whoa, okay.
I can handle that.
Get that. Wasn't really what I was hoping to do there. Destroy an impact form. What the heck is an impact form? Oh, come on, really? I still get hit by the lasers up there? Oh, that's annoying. No. Alright, well, whatever. I don't think that's exactly critical to my next objective. I don't know, something strange is going on. Some random Christian gamer that's on Twitch, like, I had heard about him, but yeah, well, you know, Twitch decided to wise up and, you know, allow multi-streaming like everybody else was doing already. Destroy an impact form. Okay, first of all, are there any skills of Knuckles that I should be aware of? Jump, double jump, wall climb. Okay. Climb red and green walls at high speed. Boost, duh. Glide is after a double jump. Homing attack and other stuff will be unlocked later. Seriously though, what is an impact form? I am very much confused. Hello? Find as many Cocos as you can and bring them home to me. They can be blah, 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 blah. Okay. I don't remember seeing, you know, the Elder Coco out and about like that while playing as Amy. Oh, hello. Okay, was that it? For a second I thought that maybe there was a little more to do there.
Oh, darn. It's empty.
Nope. Can't do that. It's actually surprising how much better Twitch is getting now. Notification system stinks. Sometimes it notifies me when I have been watching a stream for an hour. Yeah. Oh, jeez. It sent me all the way back to the beginning again. That's annoying. Hello. Hey, maybe you can give me some skill points. Psyloop, yeah. Might want that. I know how to do a freaking Psyloop. And it's not like the color changes between characters or anything like that either. Psy-knuckle, okay, whatever. Shockwave by using the gauge and punching the ground. Could also be used mid-air. Drill spin boost. Do that with max rings. Oh. Okay. Heat stomp. Press B in mid-air. Spin dash. Doubt I'll get enough points for that. Combo attack. Close range punching attack. Repeatedly press X to unleash up to 3 punches in a row. That's probably what I'll go for next. Oh, hey. Another one. Well, speaking of that combo attack, I'm gonna unlock that now. Hold up. Right. Literally, that last one looks like he's doing the, you know, Street Fighter Shoryuken kind of uppercut move thing. Flying uppercut, even. Drill spin attack. Hold X as target cursors appear. Automatically attack multiple targets. And okay. Probably going to do the heat stomp next so I can get parry and yeah. Break parry. Enemies who are parried will have reduced defense for a short while. Huh. Save. Ooh, hello. Oh, and I can use the boost to climb it even faster. Nice. Weird. Am I supposed to press both of the trigger things here? Alright. I'm trying to wait for this to run out now. Or maybe it won't. Hey, there's a thing. Whoa, hello. No. Come on. Knuckles, work with me here. Okay. And I guess now I jump across to this. I don't see another trigger like that I could press. So, I don't know. Wasn't sure for a sec if he was actually gonna make it. Oh, geez, that's a laser. Womp womp. And it's gonna send me all the way back to the beginning, isn't it? No, because it saved after I got that. Alrighty. I can fight stuff now, but I still have no rings, so maybe it wouldn't be a good idea to fight stuff. Oh, I also have Psyloop. Right. Gotta look out, Coco. What's his animation for that? Is it really any different from Amy's? Not really. It would be better if Knuckles could just climb on anything. You know, like he could in the old Sonic games. Nope, come on. This music, man. Like... Like, say what you will about other aspects of Sonic games, I think the most consistent, high-quality aspect of them has pretty much always been the music. Anyway, okay, let's maybe start working towards the next objective. But I also see something I can climb up over here. So let's try doing that. Oh, hello. More skill points. Okay. Doing a raid at the end of this stream. Yeah, I'm leaning towards trying to do, you know, raids and stuff now. 'Cause, you know, because I can. But on Thursday's stream, I kind of left it up to, you know, people who were viewing and or commenting in the chat and whatnot. People there didn't want to that time. Oh, hello. Okay, so we've got one of these kind of things. Looks like the... Looks like maybe the, like, purplish one goes in there first. Then maybe the black. Then white. Then the light blue, then the yellow. I don't know. How do I do this again? I forgot how to do this puzzle thing. Do I just Psyloop each of them? Yeah, okay. Oh, hey, I have rings now. Last time I did great. Yeah. And that was a big part of my reason for doing the raids and stuff, was to, you know, help viewers connect with more people. In fact, I have somebody in particular in mind, if he happens to be streaming at the end of my stream. We'll see. Although, wait, maybe you're already connected with him, so I don't know if that would be as effective. Al, do you know who Sente is? Because I noticed he was one of the ones who subscribed to the channel shortly after you said you would, you know, put some effort into convincing other people. Okay. This works, I guess. Okay. Talk Pokemon together on Jade's stream. Ah. Okay. Oh, hello. Perhaps this is the impact form in question. What exactly am I supposed to do here? I'm losing rings really quickly. I don't like this. Oh wait, am I supposed to Psyloop the tower thing here first? Maybe I am, yeah. I forgot that that was a thing. Oh, jeez, really? Yeah, okay. Well, that didn't go particularly well. Yeah, thanks. I know how to Psyloop. I just forgot Psylooping was one of the things that was relevant to this particular encounter. I missed that. Man. Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's try this again. Sorry, Sente was there one of the 2 times Jade allowed me to advertise your channel. Oh, okay. I did ask him and he said yes and gave him... Okay. Yeah. Oh, jeez, really? So how exactly am I supposed to get over to the other thing? This does not seem inherently obvious. These portal things are just absolutely wrecking me. Maybe portal isn't quite the right word. I don't know. And I probably don't need to be doing this in particular every time. But hey, it's getting me some more rings. So that helps. Alright. For the 3rd time. Okay. So that already took some of its health away. I get a feeling I am supposed to, like, glide between some of this stuff. But knowing which direction to glide in is kind of an issue. Maybe over this way. Good golly. Nope. Ah, shoot. I messed it up. I thought I'd try and do something other than just gliding onto the final platform there, but that definitely doesn't seem to work. And oh my goodness! This is so awkward to control. Meanwhile, I'm basically on a time limit because of the rings. And losing them to the, like, void things. Oh yeah, by the way, Owl, since, you know, since Sente subscribing to my YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff, he and I have, you know, had some interactions on Discord, and basically he asked me if I wanted to do a certain collab thing with him. I don't have the game that he was asking about, so I said I couldn't do that, but maybe something else or some other time. But yeah, might be a collab with him in the works eventually. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. What the, really? Ugh. Why is it... Ugh. And now it just completely lost the battle. Period. Alright, maybe I should figure out the best way to get up there before I try this battle again. Because this is getting quite annoying. And, you know, maybe I can also get these Coco here. Okay, so I can just go around like this and climb up the towers that way. Oh my gosh. Either I'm timing certain maneuvers really poorly, or there's something about this that's being kind of dumb. Also, is this climbing stuff over here? I missed it entirely. But maybe? Let's check it out. Yeah. And nope. Okay. Hello, Samus419. How are you? What? Why didn't it? It seems rather inconsistent with whether or not it does the climbing stuff sometimes. Doing well, just had dinner. Yeah, I had my dinner kind of early because I work early. Literally, my work shifts start at 5 a.m. Oh, hey, got another lookout, Coco. Whoopee. Anyway, I'm playing this, like, new story thing that got added to Sonic Frontiers not too long ago. Ooh, hello. Is this what I think it is? Yes. More skill points. I can probably add the parry ability now. Yeah. Let's do that. Yes, thank you. Already knew how to do that. So, Samus, did you have anything particularly good for dinner, or just kind of average stuff? I'll confess, my dinners are pretty average the vast majority of the time. Leftovers? Eh. No problem with that. Anyway, back to this thing. Okay. So I would think, yeah, if I do that right away, then I can get up there. Is there another one of these tower kind of things further along here? Yes, over that way. So that's probably the third one it'll go to. Which I assume means I will have to do some gliding over to that. But I'm losing way too much elevation to be able to make it in one shot. So, what the heck? Or does that have something to do with this over here? Probably have a terrible eye. That's it. Help? Okay. What the, oh. What an annoying layout for that. I think they're alternate reality data forms or something. Yeah. Yeah, this is basically like data representation or whatever of Knuckles. The main game involved Sonic doing a whole bunch of stuff to try and save Amy, Knuckles, and Tails from being like this. But this is now like additional stuff that is trying to present another option of them finding the Chaos, them being his friends, finding the Chaos Emeralds, and then Sonic himself, like, doing something else instead. I don't know how best to describe it. Okay, whoever made this area did not think it out very well, in my opinion. Okay, there we go. That's a thing, yeah. Arcone Lightwave, welcome to the chat. I have to admit, even though Knuckles is my favorite character in the franchise, he's never worked super well in 3D. Although, Amy didn't exactly run smoothly in this game either. That's true, they might have wanted to... They might have intentionally made this a bit of a struggle because this is additional stuff. And there was... I don't know. They wanted to try and find some way to make it a challenge. Really, I hate that I lose rings from the, like, void thing while all that's happening. What the heck happened there? I hate how this is designed. Oh. Maybe that's how I would get to the other one. Of course, I'm going really far away from where I need to now. This is not particularly helpful. Let's try this again. Hiya! The camera angle changing is not helping things. The problem is, no matter how well I try to avoid this, it still will continue that, you know, taking 1 ring per second or whatever away. And then it does that sometimes, which makes me lose rings even faster. Ah! Yeah, this is just a really annoying encounter. But, like, I have to defeat this thing to progress as Knuckles, I think. Though, it shows that spot up there. And then there's this, which... Okay, let me... Make sure that I'm focused on moving Knuckles right away. And that still didn't work out. Oh well, I got up here. So I guess that's good enough. So that's not even exactly where it's telling me to go. So maybe I shouldn't bother with this thing. Nope. So that doesn't seem to be the best way to get all the way across. I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to get up there. It makes no sense to me. Whoa, hello. Maybe if I go over this way first. Nope, come on. Okay, well, it seems like I'm getting closer. But am I really gonna be able to make it all the way over there from... Ah, shoot. Well, maybe if I didn't, maybe if I didn't mess up my aim there. Hold up. I might be able to climb up the... Well, okay. What? Controlling this is like the worst part of it. What even happened there? I am so confused. Yeah, I think this is going to take more than just a single stream for me to get through. It's like he just decides not to climb. Alright, maybe I need to try not letting go of the glide. Yeah, okay. So, one could argue that was maybe slightly on me. But, like, simply letting go of the glide too soon shouldn't cause Knuckles to suddenly stop, you know, wanting to climb things. Oh, that sent me over this way. That's not where I wanted to go. Why did it send me there? Darn it! Oh, man. That's kind of in line with how my day has gone thus far. Just whole bunch of slightly annoying things. I mean, then again, that's just kind of how my job is in a way. Whole bunch of slightly annoying things. So, maybe the way I was trying to get up there is not the way that I'm supposed to. I've made that jump before. Why didn't it happen there? Man. So many things are being confusing today. Alright. Meh. Maybe that's the pro strat to get across these. Whoa, jeez. Okay, not that one. Also, there's a spring somewhere over here I'm trying to maybe work myself towards. Hiya! Oh, jeez. Yep. Okay. Progress? Maybe? That didn't get me up high enough. What in the world? I guess there was mention of this, you know, potentially being a challenge, but I thought it was referring to the stuff that Sonic would end up doing specifically, not, you know, everything that all the characters end up trying to do throughout. Yep. Okay. Yep. No. Too far. No. I'm almost debating on fighting the ghost thing again just to get back to something a little more interesting. Nope. Whatever. What? Okay. Is there somewhere else that I'm supposed to go first, or does it assume that I'm going to, like, jump up onto the corner here and then maybe go across? Yeah, okay. Oh, geez, okay. Aha! Progress, maybe? Oh. Didn't realize I was supposed to do that. Okay. Destroy an imp-
I'll keep looking too. We have to hurry. Let's get him, Knuckles.
If They're suppressing the Emerald's power from
Oh,
your
that was the thing I was supposed to destroy. Okay, so I don't need to fight the ghost at
I
all.
haven't found any yet, but I'll keep looking.
And now I need to go all the way over there. Yeah. Well, hey, progress. At least there's that. Okay, why is it that Knuckles can double jump when I'm controlling his first jump? But if I'm not controlling his first jump, then he won't double jump. Out of all the Sonic characters, if you had to make one the main character in the series from now on, but you had to erase another character from good, who would you pick? Would make Tails the new main character and erase the pink hedgehog? That's Amy. Yeah, like... Although, are we talking about just the characters that are within this game, or, like, any characters from within the entire Sonic franchise? Because there are some really freaking obscure characters that we could totally get rid of, and I guarantee you almost nobody would care. What in the world? This is dumb. Amy has such a weird name compared to the others. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the creators of the Sonic series pretty much made Amy just to have, like, some sort of romantic interest, kind of, for Sonic. But it's mostly more of, like, an unrequited love on her part that he doesn't really reciprocate. Only really know them back on Sonic Mega Drive. Yeah. Oh yeah, I played Sonic on the Sega too. Played, like, you know, the original 1 through 3, Sonic and Knuckles. Played Sonic Spinball, Sonic 3D Blast, and literally all of that was just on the Genesis. Psyknuckle. Generate a shockwave. Using the gauge and punching the ground. This move can also be used in midair. Use near special signs to make objects and items appear. Oh, okay. So maybe when I can't Psy-loop something to get it to show up, I'm supposed to do that. I guess I'm kind of curious. I'm sorry, cute little backpack wearing dude. Looks like the plant dudes in Legend of Zelda. Oh, this dude? That's... I don't know, that's like an entirely new thing just for this update. But the broader collective of these tiny guys are called Coco. I guess they're supposed to be part of the broader story of the game and, like, events that happen in this particular area or something. At least in the main game, normally you just, like, end up collecting the Coco and basically giving them back to, like, an elder Coco as a way of like rescuing them or something. And then that'll give you options to increase your ring capacity and or your speed, I think. But that's all as Sonic, as far as I'm aware. Okay, is there something going on with some of this stuff? That just blows out that flame. I don't think that's what I need. Am I supposed to make one giant side loop around all of this? Don't tell me that started wearing away when I did that. Well, phooey. Oh, hold up. More flames over here. I'm supposed to do something with those. Yeah, come on. Okay, well that was one. Am I supposed to do it in a certain order or something? Or maybe not. I'm confused. Oh. Okay, so there's multiple, like, small tasks that I have to accomplish for these. Great. Okay. Oh. Yeah, okay. I wasn't entirely sure that the Koroks were what you were referring to from Legend of Zelda. I probably should have. Although, to be fair, I honestly have not played a ton of Zelda games. Don't, you know... Don't spread that word too far. Don't want to lose my gamer cred. Okay, what's the last thing that I'm supposed to do for these? Everything else is pretty close by. No, I never played Wind Waker because I didn't have a GameCube. Well, I did very briefly, but well after the main life cycle of the GameCube. And by then, most of the games were so hard to get that it, like, didn't seem very much within the realm of possibility. Not without paying an arm and a leg, so to speak. Wind Waker introduced the Koroks. Gotcha, okay. Okay, what else do I have to do for this thing? I'm trying to complete this so I can actually maybe reveal a tiny bit of the map. Does that doesn't affect anything. Oh, come on. Just trying to go around all of them like that. Alright, well, it's not entirely necessary. And since I can't seem to figure out what the last thing I need to do there is, I might just move along. I need to get up there? And how, pray tell, am I to accomplish that? I can't talk to this one because it's yellow, and that means it's for Tails. Okay, well, there's a ramp here. That actually leads me this way. Which just gives me, like, a defense boost thing. Uh-huh. Maybe. What the... Why did he move away from the wall? I am confused. Oh, that's why. What the... No, there we go. What was that? That appeared way too quickly and suddenly, and I was not ready for it. Hello? Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember what the Koroks look like. I mean, I'll look at the picture you sent anyway. Whoa, hello. How did I actually manage to land on that? Hey! What do I do with this? Do I do something like this? Yeah! Oh, spring. Okay. See, that's where it would really be nice to be able to double jump. And that sent me way far away from where I actually wanted to go. Oh well. Yeah. Spring. Well, now I'm going all over the place. I gotta... Oh, jeez. Really? You want me to go to all three of those things in a certain amount of time? Or maybe not. Oh, yes, in a certain amount of time. Great. Oh. What the... That enemy came out of, like, nowhere. Okay. Whatever, I wasn't gonna... I don't know. I was inclined to not really bother with trying to do that particular challenge anyway. Alright. Let me once again go close to this thing and perhaps find a way up. So that I can, you know, further advance the plot. Maybe. Ooh, hello. More cocoa. Alright, maybe that won't actually get me up closer to my destination. But this might... No, that seems more of like a light speed dash thing that only Sonic would be able to do. Dear Sonic team, don't ever listen to hardcore gamers tell you Sonic games are too easy. Yeah. And I can distinctly remember out of all those games I mentioned playing on the Genesis, even to this day, I have never been able to beat Spinball. Not that I've played it recently, but I definitely wasn't able to beat it back then. Am I supposed to do something with this? Do I need to side loop this thing? Hey! That probably should have been obvious. Don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. Eh? That was the final thing. My spinball rant? I'm not sure I recall that spinball rant of mine. I remember talking about spinball before and how there was a part of this that seemed to kind of sort of reference it. Know of exactly one person who has ever finished spinball. Oh, I'm pretty sure I got to, like, right near the end at one point, but what I presume was the last level was so full of these, like, individual little, like, they weren't quite springs, but I don't know. Their function was basically as elevated springs, though, and you'd have to just go between those so much just to get all the way up out of the top of that particular stage or whatever, get like a single hit or two on Eggman, and then get knocked back down into the rest of the stage. What is this? Oh. Am I supposed to break that down? That sure is what it seems like. Okay. Well, if there's one thing Knuckles is good at, besides climbing, it's breaking stuff. Okay. I am not actually getting myself any closer to the next impact form thing, am I? What? What do I do here? This makes no sense. Not to me, anyway. How am I supposed to press that trigger? I don't know. Oh, hello. Nope. Come on now. Wow, really? And I could just fall all the way back down there again. This thing is not forgiving. I didn't think Sonic was supposed to be a precision platformer. But that's kind of what it's acting like. Okay. There's a thing. Nope, come on now. There we go. It's like a zigzag kick wall. Bounce from one wall to the other in a zigzag pattern. Oh. Yeah, I know Sonic can do that. I'm a little less sure of Knuckles being able to do that. But if I ever go back to that wall, I should give that a try. That's not where I was trying to go. Oh, there's plenty of cocoa up here, but what good does that do me? Doesn't really get me up any higher. I want to get up higher. How do I get to the top of this thing? Why did I suddenly adopt some random accent that I don't even know what it is? talk. Classic Sonic has its precision platforming moments, but 2D never had camera troubles like this. Yeah, and even, like, a lot of the precision platforming in the old school Sonic games was more of, like, an optional thing, just in case, you know, you wanted to find the most efficient route or whatever. It's like a mix of Irish, Scottish, and who only knows. You know, I could sometime intentionally try and do some particular accents. Actually, if you go way back into the YouTube videos that I've made, there were a couple where I was just doing like a higher or lower game, and each time I got it wrong, I would change accents or something. I don't necessarily claim to be great at that kind of thing, though. Classic games were a case of the speed sections being a reward for the handful of platforming sections. Okay, but seriously, how do I get up there? Oh. Wait. No. It looked like maybe I had it there. Can I just continue doing that, please? Let me run up the side some more. No. Do need to come back to this game and finish it. I only ever got to the second island. Yeah, there's... But yeah, this is kind of a new thing, I think. And then, even like in the original story mode or whatever you want to call it, there were, I want to say 4 islands. I'm so confused as to how I'm supposed to get up there. Am I just that dumb? Or at least, am I having a dumb moment? Okay, going up inside it like this is not the answer. Nor did I think it would be. I just wanted to see what would happen. Now, hold up. What's all this stuff over here? I can't climb that. So, not quite sure what I'm supposed to do about that there. This is just going to be a whole bunch of these things that'll take me all sorts of different directions. I did that section as Amy already. I don't think it's really helpful. Jeez. Sometimes. Sometimes those spots where it wants you to, you know, do the dash, it doesn't really give you much warning. Oh, right. Well, since I'm over here, I can maybe try going back to the wall that we thought was supposed to just be like a Yeah, no, it's not letting me do the whole, like, kick back and forth thing. I guarantee you I'd be able to do that with Sonic. But I can't seem to do it with Knuckles. Okay. Wasn't 100% sure that would count. I don't even know what these Lookout Coco do. What is the point of them? Why am I collecting them? Also, more skill points over this way. Starting to see why comparisons to Breath of the Wild are a thing with this game. Yeah, a little bit. Let's use these. Oh, geez. Okay. I assume don't hit the X spots and crud. Okay, well maybe I could try that again. Can't attack those. Both games give you a goal and 20 bazillion distractions between you and your goal. My main thing is that I just wish they made it easier to get to some of the goals in this game. Like, there's no clear spot that really says, oh yeah, this is where you're supposed to go if you want to get up here. It's like, the whole idea of it is to get you sidetracked. Thinking of ways that you could maybe get to the goal. Oh, hello. No. Darn it. You serious? Are you serious? Alright, you know what? Am I gonna be able to glide all the way over here? It looks like it. Might as well give it a shot. Hey. Sure, why not? Oh, geez, there's more of those rings to get through. And what could I unlock? Drill spin attack. What excess target cursors appear? Automatically attack multiple targets in a drill spin state. Or I could get the break parry. Don't care too much about that. I don't know. Drill spin boost or spin dash. Infinite glide. But in order to get the infinite glide, I need the drill spin attack. Fine. Huh. Okay. And real quick, gonna save. Of course, it's probably auto-saving a ton anyway. Oh, hey, I'm back here. I assume this is the same one that I was doing before. Looks like it. Nope. Okay, let me not go too far this time. Hey, what is this thing? What is this? Is this Coco training to be an astronaut? No, it just revealed more of the map. That seems to be it. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if they, you know, if the developers wanted you to, like, put in the effort to reveal the entire map. Oh, jeez. And I lost a bunch of rings because of that. Yay. Still no closer to figuring out how to get to the goal there. What is this? Maybe this is the thing. Okay. How am I supposed to get to the top then? Ah, like this. Okay. Trying to be very careful with this and make sure I don't hit any of the, like, bumper things that take me away. Oh. More map unlocking. Okay. Whatever. Oh, and it's showing more points like that. Interesting. I don't think I'd be able to glide all the way from here over to where I would want to go on that. I could try it. Now that I know that this is here. My other thought is trying that stuff over that way, which I'm not totally sure which way it's trying to direct the player, though. Alright, you know what? Nope, definitely not making it all the way over there. Okay. Eh? What the? Oh, because I pressed A instead of X. I was supposed to press X there. Oh, man. If I don't get this figured out soon, I might just have to end the stream anyway. What the... Okay. This might be a thing? No, that's a lightspeed dash spot. Knuckles can't do that. Why do you taunt me? With things that the characters I'm controlling cannot do. Of course, I could try going back inside the cave thing here, but I was in there with Amy. I don't think there's going to be anything new. Yeah, no, probably not.
Oh, darn. It's empty.
Yes, thank you. It was so enlightening. Alright, well, I tried. Well, tried that particular approach, I mean. So, what is this? Did I do this before? Huh. Okay. I got a portal gear. Can't quite get up there. Drat. Okay. No, it's definitely A. So what the heck was the problem before? Oh, because it was that. That same thing that got me messed up the past couple times I tried it. Alright, well. Let me go back around. It's not like I have an easier way of getting a ton of elevation. It's gameplay that belongs in the era when people actually traded notes and strategies. Hi! Maybe. Except, you know, nowadays there are, you know, walkthroughs. What the? Sideways? Don't tell me I did all that just for 10 measly rings. Okay, 20 measly rings. And some attack boosts. Yeah, we're saying about Red Dead Redemption. Definitely not a Saturday. Yeah, no, definitely not a family-friendly game. Do. Yeah. Oh man. Oh jeez, all that stuff got reset too? Ugh. Why are there things getting reset? Hold up. Was this here before? I don't remember this being here before. Whoa, hello. Ah, crud. I was supposed to keep attacking that. Really? Right. Maybe this will get me somewhere. I don't know. I have no flippin' clue anymore. Whoa, hello. It's like, where am I? What did I do? Huh. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm definitely gaining some elevation here. Hey, maybe I'm actually... Yeah! That's the thing I was trying to get to all this time! Finally! Only took like, what, an hour, hour and a half? Probably more like an hour. Is there any more that I need to do? Search for a Chaos Emerald.
I'll get the next one. Tell me where one is. I want to smash something too.
Okay, it's way over there.
I know it's necessary, but to destroy such unique, irreplaceable technology breaks my heart. I can tell the signal is weakening.
What the?
We're getting
Okay, that
closer.
just sort of spawned in my way. Whatever. I don't think I need to climb all over that stuff anyway. Okay, I cannot glide and boost at the same time. I wonder if that's. I wonder if that would be allowed with the infinite glide skill ability thing. Sorry, Owl. I have not been like ignoring your comments regarding Red Dead Redemption. I just don't really have much to say about them. So we're clear on that. Man. Okay, that seems to be kind of in the middle of nothing. But now it's giving... Oh. Starfall. Do I really want a Starfall right now? Or do I care about a Starfall, I should say? I'm not sure I do. Portal gear. Never take... I mean, I guess I'll grab some things here and there. Oh, geez. Yeah, the jump rope kind of thing. It swings down so fast, though. Okay. I'm in kind of a rhythm, though. Hey, there we go. Woohoo! More map unlocked. Oh, hey. And it actually shows the Chaos Emerald location on the map. I guess I can, you know, collect some of these things as I'm working my way toward the Chaos Emerald location. But now it's saying it's back that way. What the... Okay. Now I'm confused. Oh, is that what this whole kind of like flying obstacle course looking thing is for? Or maybe not. I don't know. Seems to be up there, actually. Okay. Climbing. Bunch of cocoa up here. Okay. Oh. I'm like, I don't think you need to climb on the thing if you're on top of it. What in the world is all this about? Okay. I don't like the looks of this. Yeah, the lasers are a bit of a problem. And I immediately fall all the way down. And... what? Yeah, I am definitely trying to search for a Chaos Emerald. It looks weird that he's climbing, like, on top of it. Okay, so what exactly am I supposed to do with these here? Well, can't do that. I pressed Y mid-air, and now it's got him, like, just going all the way toward the ground. Or in this case, the water. How am I supposed to handle this? Do I need to, like, get him climbing first and then use Y? Ow. And... wow. It is literally that easy to get knocked off and then fall to my try again. I'm not saying to my death because, like, there aren't really any lives in this game. No. Aha. So I can do... okay. That's helpful, I guess. I'm gonna wait right here, and then hiya. Hiya? Okay. Oh, I didn't have enough of the gauge thing left. I wasn't even sure where to look for that until just then. But I assume it's that gauge on the right side. That I have to use for those things. Or for that attack. And it seems to be at least partially ring-based. Okay, so when I was pressing A before, it would just... ugh. This seems more like it's not so much difficult by design as it is just janky. Is that just me? So yeah, okay, so now that gauge on the right is full. Which allowed me to do that. What? Are you serious? It's a modern Sonic game, some amount of jank is expected. True. But like what the game seemed to advertise, quote unquote, as difficulty really is more like jank. Like, you're trying to have me do precision platforming with imprecise controls. Is what this kind of boils down to. Yeah. Okay. Nope, that's doing nothing for the meter on the right. Okay. So I guess if I run out of that meter on the right... What? Ooh. How did I get back up? I don't know, but I'll take it. No. Oh, there's a platform there. Never mind. That is okay now. Oh, man. Okay, so... I'm aiming for over here next. And this would seem to be when I need to collect some rings. Ow. Wait. Losing rings so I can collect more rings? Pro gamer strat? Oh. And they just, like, respawn. The rings, I mean, seem to just respawn from time to time. So, like, if I just wait here, am I gonna... Maybe I need to move away from it first. Yeah, there we go. More rings. That's kind of amusing. But I need to, like, gain it back all the way, I think, in order to be able to use that ability again. Well, almost there. Yeah. Yes, that is exactly what I'm doing. Unlocking platforms with these triggers. Now, what exactly those platforms do, I don't know. Oh, hold up. There's something up above the laser here that I'm wondering if maybe I should try to go for that. Hiya. Oh. Bumper. Cool. Helpful. Very helpful. Come on. Work with me here, Knuckles. Alright. Don't tell me I have to, like, do all of these. Ouch. Alright, you, be gone. Okay, now there's another platform over that way. And that seems to be where I'm supposed to go. Oh. Cool. Yeah, just shoot me straight over there. I'm good with that. Chaos Emerald. Hooray! About flippin' time. Alright. And with the transition over to Tails, I, might have to call it a stream at that, because the rate I've been progressing through these, I don't have time for another. Knuckles will be playable later. Feel free to progress through the game and return to Knuckles later to complete any unfinished tasks. Yeah. Okay, search for a Coco device.
Did that work?
Yeah.
Alright.
Bet I can bypass that thing holding the emeralds by accessing cyberspace.
There's Tails flying around. I'm sorry. I wish I had time for it right now, but I don't. I'll be back with it next week. Yes. Well, I'll play it again next... you know what? I'm not 100% sure about next Saturday. I'm not intent on playing this Thursday, though, either, because that's where I tend to prefer doing my, like, designated Let's Play-ish series type stuff. Where I'm, you know, specifically recording things along the way to then edit down into later episodes. Sonic Frontiers is one of the few games I have not done that with at all. So I figured I might as well just keep it, like, you know, stream exclusive. Whether next Saturday or the Saturday after, I will be coming back to this the next time that I have, you know, the ability to play a game after another Bible study. Next Saturday, the only question mark is, I got asked to maybe be part of another person's live stream. Al, you might be at least somewhat familiar with Zent at this point, from the Discord server. He's the person in question who was wanting to do a live stream. Probably Halo multiplayer stuff. But that's just kind of an educated guess on my part. Anyway. Okay, but for real, that's... let me look at Tails' skills real quick. Jump, double jump, fly. You just have to hold A after a double jump and the boost. Duh. Seems pretty obvious. Alright, saving that. Okay, good. I'll hold you to that. Next possible available Saturday will be the continuation of this with Tails. Yes. But for now, I think that is going to do it for the stream. YouTube, unfortunately, does not have a raid feature, at least not that I have access to. Apparently, I need more subscribers for that. But I can still raid on Twitch. Let me look at who all is online first, and then see what I might be able to do with that. Give me a minute here. Because I definitely don't want to be raiding into somebody's stream who, like, doesn't really... Alright. Al, you said you wanted to raid into Sentei's stream if that was an option. That does indeed seem to be an option. So... better know most of the Christian games streamers by now. I mean, I wouldn't... I don't even assume I know the majority of them. But anyway. So yeah, I think we are going to go ahead and raid Sentei. Do. And I can't stop the YouTube stream until I do that on Twitch. Because if I stop the main part of the stream, then I can't. Okay, really? There we go. Sentei. Yes. Start the raid. We'll message on Discord those ideas. Probably. Okay. Rating.